Please join me in reminiscing about a memory from my childhood. One night, my family and I were watching TV. And at that time, my family was my mother and my two brothers. My father was in Vietnam, so he wasn't there. But we were watching, I think it was Lawrence Welk, which was a kind of a boring program for children. But my mother was in the rocking chair. She was breastfeeding my youngest brother, infant brother, under a towel. And my middle brother was a younger brother, I guess you could say. He's a toddler, and he was attempting to learn how to play with a yo-yo, and he was having a hard time of it. He couldn't figure out how to make the yo-yo spin down and then back up again. And the yo-yo kept hitting the floor because he was very small. So he was crying, and my mother was like dozing off, but she was, half awake. And I figured I'd do the family a favor and try to cheer my toddler brother up whilst he tried to learn this yo-yo gimmick. So I went into another room and I grabbed this small harmonica and I put it in my mouth, kind of like this. So it looked like a pair of, a set of teeth, I should say, in my mouth. And I went back into the living room, the TV room, and I jumped in front of my toddler brother and I made a goofy face with the harmonica in my mouth. He was so shocked he had forgotten he had pulled that yo-yo up suddenly and he wasn't paying attention to it anymore. And that split second, it hit him in the nose and he fell to the floor and his nose began to gush with blood. It was coming out pretty fast. It was puddling around his head. My mother, at that point, woke up with a start with my baby brother still at her breast, and she attempted to walk forward, but my toddler brother wasn't on her feet. So she fell face down on the floor, squashing my baby brother and hitting her head so hard that she was now immobile and unresponsive. I knew I had kind of an emergency on my hands, so I ran to the phone, and we didn't have 911 at the time, but there was the emergency hotline, and I called them, and when they said, "What's your emergency?" I began to speak, but all that came out was this sort of busted accordion noise from the harmonica. Oh, we turned out okay. Everything was fine. Don't worry about it.